Hello, welcome back to the channel, guys. As you can tell by the title down below, this is more of a story time slash a little greeting to my mom, who is probably watching this video right now. This one is literally dedicated to you. Like, this whole entire video is just for you. My mom's birthday is on Friday, and we're gonna spend a whole day together, me and my parents. After I get off work, plan on going to dinner and having some quality time, because our schedules are so opposite, where sometimes we don't even see each other, or we see each other for like 5 minutes in a day. Mom comes home from work, takes a nap, I just get home, we eat together. So I'm really excited to spend some family time because it is way overdue. Some story times, favorite memories, all that good stuff, what was like growing up. You guys will all hear about that today. Right now I'm just waiting to get lunch, got some errands done, and yeah, so we'll just go throughout the day. So on the hunt to find my mom's favorite things, and let's see, where are the yummy snacks? So to match her chips, we've got to get her something to drink. So let's try this one. She loves coconut water with pineapple. Yum. Then let's grab her a regular one. That sounds pretty good. I just want to take some time to tell you, Ma, that I love you. And we are going to do more story time later when I get home, because my camera's dying. So story time when I get home. But I just want to tell you, Ma, that you are an inspiration for you guys watching. I used to volunteer at my mom's work, and when I volunteered there, my mom is so hardworking. She always helps everybody, you know, regardless of whatever she's doing. She always lends a helping hand. And that's one of the best traits that I've gotten from my mom, as apart from many others. But we are both very caring, and we tend to put other people in front of ourselves. Does that make sense? How does that saying go? God thing. We tend to put people first before ourselves. So of course my mom, she's a nurse, so everyone's health is before her own. So regardless of how she feels, or you know, if she's super tired, she still goes to work, still does her job. And I think the most rewarding part is that from when I was there and I was in the therapy department, I think the most rewarding part is that you get to see people grow. You get to see people get back to their health, their best health. And what's the best, I'm getting a little tongue twisted, but the best thing about it is that you're a part of it. And I think that's the most rewarding part of my mom's job, is that she is a part of, she plays the biggest role of improving at people's lives, regardless of why they're in there or whatever happened, whatever brought them there. My mom is kind of a superhero, and I love that everyone at her work loves her. They treat her well, they take care of her, and I love that about her. I love the way she pushes herself to do her best. I love the way the love that she puts into her work. That's what I'm trying to say. Because when I went to her work, there was nothing but great things that they said about her. I spoke with people when I was there, and they would say, oh, your mom, she's always here, she's always working, you need to tell her to get some rest. Whoa, you telling me I need to tell her to get some rest, but she doesn't listen. My dad tells her all the time that she needs to take a break, but she never listens. And I hope you're listening now, Ma, that, you know, sometimes it's okay to take a break. It's okay to put yourself first for the first time, and you know that you deserve more. You deserve to breathe. You deserve to take a nap, watch TV, have a snack, which is why I bought you your favorite chips and something to wash it down with, so then we can watch a movie together when we're home. You know, on your weekend off, we can watch a movie, we can do a lot of things. Where I left off earlier, I have no idea, because my camera died when I was at Target, or when I was leaving Target. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and just jump into a story, because that's fun, right? I love listening to stories. Really, I love watching mukbangers, people who do mukbang and share stories. But I already ate, and that's not the purpose of this video. So, Mama, I know you're watching. I just want to tell you that I love you. I probably already said it a billion times in past clips, but I can never tell you enough. And we just ate dinner together, and I know you have work tonight, so I'm not even gonna bother you till you wake up. But see, that's how much dedication my mom puts into her work. She literally comes home from like a 12 to 16 hour shift. She'll eat, rest a little bit, go on her iPad, watch videos, tutorials, something, and then she'll just go take a nap and wake up in like 3 to 4 hours and do the same thing over again. And I don't know where she gets the energy. I don't know what she does or how she stays awake, the power naps, because let me tell you something. I started working at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I would leave my house at 3:30, and by noon I'm just dreading the day and can't wait till I get home. I'm counting down the hours. So I'm pretty sure my mom has those moments where she's just counting down the time that she can put her feet up and just relax. But that's just how she's always been. Growing up, my mom always worked 2 jobs, and my dad works really hard too. Both of them worked, and my grandparents on my mom's side would take care of us the most. So my mom would go to work. There's literally some days where I feel like I didn't really see her that much, and oh my gosh, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. My mom would go to work, and literally she would wake up probably maybe 6 o'clock. She'd leave for work. I'm barely getting ready for school, mind you. Elementary school started at like 8 o'clock at that time. So getting ready for school, my grandparents would take me and my brother to school, and my dad's already working early in the morning. Then when my dad got off work, he'd pick me up at my grandparents' apartment, and that was the routine. And one of the best memories I have when I was a kid was that well, okay, there's 2, and my mom would always be off on a Sunday, and that would be our bonding day, you know, because my brother was at an age, he's probably doing his own thing with his friends, and my dad's working, and my mom had the day off. And I remember at the time I had an easy bake oven, and my favorite thing to do was bake. I forgot what I would make. Oh, I would make cinnamon rolls, and like they're literally this tiny, so small. And I would make those cinnamon rolls. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. Cinnamon rolls, and I would have it on a little plate like this. And when my mom's sleeping in bed, I wouldn't even say anything. I would just sit there and I just fan it in her nose like this, and she would wake up to the smell of cinnamon rolls. And that is one of the best memories I have, just because I thought it was so funny at the time, like to just surprise her in bed and have the snack ready, and excuse me, something I made all by myself in this tiny little oven, which I don't even know if they make anymore. It's been so long. But that's one of the greatest memories I have. And also, even on days when I have school and my mom's off, sometimes a day off would just fall on a day where I'm at school. So I would pretend sick. I would pretend that I'm sick so I can stay home with my mom, or me and her would end up like going out to lunch or just doing something together, because that's one of the things that I miss, and what I cherish now is that I miss spending time with her. I miss being next to her and being there for her. Oh, tell myself I want to cry. Hold that thought. Yeah, I would always want to be with her, and I love my dad. And growing up, my dad would always be the one like cooking at the house, and he takes care of us. And I love my dad, but sometimes like I just need my mom, if that makes sense. It wasn't until after high school, I believe. So I went to college, I started working, I started going to school. So then I was hardly home because I was out doing my own thing. And by the time I got home, I used to get off at like 11 o'clock. So me and her would get home roughly around the same time. And we would end up like eating dinner together. So that was our time. And again, like on her days off, usually we would just, you know, go out and have lunch. That's our fun time, is like we go out and have lunch and just have some, you know, some good talks about life, choices, goals, boys, dating, you name it, we probably talked about it. And that's the part where I can happily say like my mom's my best friend. I would turn down any person just to go hang with my mom. Even hanging out with my dad, I would just turn down everything. Like my whole world is right here. Just thinking about, I guess, reminiscing on these memories of my childhood made me realize that I grew up so fast. I realized that I'm done with college. I'm ready for the next step. You know, talks me and my mom had. We talk about, you know, everything, life, boys, buying a house, not buying a house, where I'm gonna be in 10 years, all that. And it just makes me realize like time is really flying by. And that's part of the reason why, like, even when my mom got sick a couple months ago, that I dropped everything. I stayed at the hospital for a couple days, and I didn't want to leave her side just because I got really scared. And that was the point where I realized, like, my parents mean the entire world to me, and I want to spend as much time as I can with them, because I feel like I'm growing as a person. Obviously, we all do. We all are gonna move on with our lives and do something bigger, but Mom, I want to let you know that I love you. And man, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but this is a really special video because not only do I get to share with everyone what an amazing person you are, but I get to share the most amazing memories I have of us together. I just want you to know that I love you. Whew. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. No tears are falling. I'm really just holding it in because I've grown up to be so much like you. I've grown up to have the same values, the same mindset. And that's the best part, is that we're so much alike that, you know, even though we butt heads and all that, we're still like this. We're still the best of friends. I just want my mom to watch this video and think about the good times and think about everything and anything. And when you're sad at home or I'm busy, I'm not around, you can still hear me say that I miss you. And even though you're downstairs right now taking a nap, I still miss you. Before this video ends up being like more than 10 minutes long or more than 15 minutes long, I just want to let you know that I love you. And you are the most caring person I know. That I know you take care of people, and I know that no matter what, you're gonna be there for me, and I wouldn't ask for anyone else to take your place. I love you. This is one of my favorite pictures of me, and my mom and my grandparents are there too.